What the f is Devilman Crybaby? Did you just finish watching Devilman Crybaby and have no idea what just happened? Are you going through it, trying to make heads or tail of what the f is even going on? Or are you simply considering tackling this behemoth of a show and you want to know if it's worth your time? Well, sit a while on my lap, lad, and I'll tell you a story. My name is Misty / Chronexia, and this is Riding with Strangers. No, wait, wrong show. It's what the f is Devilman Crybaby? I'll try to keep this video as spoiler-free as possible, but we'll still go through some scenes, so if you want your experience as pure as snow, or as a high school virgin, well, just go watch the anime first. Otherwise, you can rest assured no big spoilers will be around. But before we go in, I'd like to tell you that this episode is sponsored by the Devilman Crybaby Amino app. Amino is a community-type app where you can go on your mobile to discuss your favorite topics with like-minded people. Whether it be Anime Amino, Pokemon Amino, or in this case, Devilman Crybaby Amino. You'll find a community of awesome folks who want to share their personal interpretation, arts, or ideas with you. I've been with Amino for over 3 years now. I love the community, everyone is super nice, you get to follow topics you enjoy, make quizzes, post pictures, fan arts, or simply chat in the chat room about how Mickey is a goddess, or go one-on-one with people you might especially bond with. I found a lot of cool insight about Devilman on the Devilman Crybaby app, and it helped me out quite a lot in making this video. So yeah, shout out to it! If you want to try it out, make sure to swing by with the links in the description down below, and now back to our main program. Devilman Crybaby is an anime that piqued my curiosity. Being a Netflix exclusive, hashtag not sponsored by Netflix, hashtag Netflix I'm available, hashtag Netflix call me. But yeah, what I was saying is being Netflix exclusive meant it did not have to abide by Japan's rule when airing on TV. Therefore, it's hella raunchy. Within the first episode, you're tossed in a Sabbath party. If you're not religious, Sabbath is either a day of not working or a midnight meeting of witches with the devil. Considering the title of this show, I'll let you guess which is happening in this anime. It's just a bunch of lazy people laying around. I should probably preface this anime to be extremely religious. Which religion? Christianity, I think? I'll admit I'm not the most pious person, so my knowledge usually go like something Adam and Eve, Abraham burns a bush baby, and holla during Jesus Cross Day cause he'll be back after the weekend. Dude was fucking tired, give him a break, okay? But that made the Easter Bunny, and that's the extent of my religious knowledge. So anyway, back to Devilman Crybaby. The whole anime is a representation of the Book of Revelation. You may be more familiar with the term, the apocalypse. The story begins with Akira, a wimpy kid with a heart of gold. His parents being doctor make them travel a lot, and because of that, Akira now lives with friends of the family, among which is Miki, a girl from track and field who's Akira's age. They bond a lot together until you're introduced to Ryo, a blonde guy whom Akira befriended as a kid. Ryo is a bit of a, a mental nutcase, and he asks Akira to come with him to a depraved party as he claimed the devil is there. So Akira, of course, being the good boy he is, decides to go along with him. At said party, Ryo tries to summon said devil by murdering a lot of people, which, in all fairness, seem logical on paper. Anyway, it works. So Amon, a demon, possesses Akira, turning him in, cue the title, a devil man, which is also a crybaby. Fine-tunes his body to make him hella ripped. Bro, do you even lift? Just make sure to not skip leg day, alright? So from that point onward, Ryo and Akira starts hunting demons. Akira wants to protect the humans, while Ryo hunts down the demons. The whole thing eventually takes a pretty deep philosophical approach. For example, this scene that I used as my thumbnail. I'll try to go at it from the most tasteful approach possible because there is a point to it, and also because I don't want that yellow big daddy demonetization to hurt me. In episode 2, you have this girl Miko, who's a childhood friend of Akira and Miki that's in her room, and while she thinks of Akira's new hot bod, she starts, drifting, and then you hear donkey sounds. While this moment might take you aback by the sheer ridicule of the scene, it does have a philosophical interpretation. It takes Miko and boils her down to a beast giving in to carnal sins. This plays in a lot later in the story when the plot have you wonder, yeah, you're trying to save the human race, but are humans really worth it? After all, they're nothing more than bags of meat. The anime can get pretty heavy at moments, and while there's a case to be made about the Scooby-Doo running animation, there's more to it than that if you read between the lines. Some people might think the gore and nudity all comes down to fanservice, but it goes beyond that. It dehumanizes what's all about being humans and lets you believe if shit truly start hitting the fan, how well do you think it would play out? We lose electricity for a day and all shit break loose. You start nibbling at the weakest family's member's limb, wondering if you're gonna survive until tomorrow. What if the sun shut down forever? What if, I know it's fantasy, but zombie apocalypse kicks in? Or more ludicrously put, demon raid the earth. You're dealing with forces outside of your range of control, so you gotta sit there and take it like the little bitch you are. It's a general you, not you personally. There's a whole essay we could talk about if it were to pinpoint every bit of symbolism this anime has, and that would also require me to reveal some of the pretty big spoilers the show has. For example, there's one scene with a dad, a gun, and a tent. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see it. That is a direct correlation to Abraham's dilemma. That scene was my highlight of the show. The acting, the delivery was absolutely stunning. It's one of the strongest moments in the anime. I guess we're pretty deep in this review right now, but a fair warning though, this is not your run-of-the-mill anime. Visually, you have moments where it is really lackluster, and other times it looks like a 60 FPS goodness. Of course, you can always have a show high on Sakuga moments without cutting a bit of slack here and there. The soundtrack, on the other hand, is one of my favorite things about the show. I'll be the first to admit I'm not the biggest fan of rap. I appreciate the art form, but I'm a bit slow on the intake of metaphors professional rappers usually go for, and it makes it tough for me to enjoy. However, every episode or so in Devilman Crybaby, the story would drop in some sick bars with rappers that have incredible flow. I appreciated that a great deal. Also, while on the topic of audio, if you're debating whether to watch it in dubs or subs, I watched it in both and they're equally talented. I know some people just preach only subs, and I don't care, I'm not trying to convince you, but if you'd like to give it a shot to the dub track, it's super good. They even translated one of the rap in English, so I don't know. I liked it. Fuck you, I don't care, I'll say it. Story-wise, I think I would have appreciated knowing how religious heavy it was before going in. It would have been easier for me to pinpoint some reference or details with a better eye had I known that from the get-go. This is an anime where the story doesn't really make sense at first, and the last two episodes put all the pieces in place and illuminate the big picture. So where does that leave you exactly in the grand scheme of whether you should watch it or not? I think to fully like this anime, you need some pretty sturdy religious background about the Old Testament and the New One, and the Book of Revelation mostly, to pick up on the hints the show dropped by, like about the Whore of Babylon reference or the Fallen Angel. Otherwise, I mean, you can always go in to enjoy the story, but the ending won't make much sense to you. It's your call, truly. So again, a big thanks to Amino for sponsoring this video and allowing me to do a pretty deep in-depth analysis about Devilman Crybaby. If you'd like to experience the coolness of their community, make sure to check the link in the description, and it'll bring you to their iOS or Android page respectively. You can download either and have a blast with other people. You can also leave your impression of this video in the comment section down below. I will make sure to read most of it. But this was my take on what the f is Devilman Crybaby. I hope it helped out. Thanks for watching, stay blessed, and I'll see you next time.
I've been through the hard times, I've been on the wrong side, I've been ashamed. So many memories, you know I'd like to change.